750 kilometres. That is the WLTP range of the 2026 Tesla Model 3 long range, the longest range of any electric car on sale in Australia today. The BYD Atto 3 does 420, yet in 2026, BYD rebuilt the Atto 3 with 800-volt charging and a 330 kilowatt performance option, and it still costs roughly $10,000 less than a base Model 3. Number 8. Price and value. The price gap between these two cars is the first thing you notice, and it tells you everything about how differently these two companies see the Australian buyer. The BYD Atto 3 starts at around $45,000 before on-road costs. The Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive starts at roughly $55,000. That is a $10,000 gap before you have opened a single door, and that gap only widens when you look at what the base cars actually include. The Atto 3 Evo, the rebuilt 2026 version, is not a stripped-out budget special. You get a 15.6-inch rotating touchscreen, a digital instrument cluster, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a panoramic sunroof, and on the new model, an 800-volt electrical architecture that unlocks charging speeds the old car could only dream of. We will get to that. The base Model 3 gives you a 15.4-inch central screen and no separate instrument cluster, no Apple CarPlay, no Android Auto. What you're paying for is the badge, the software, and the supercharger network, not the feature list. And here is the detail that tells you everything about where these brands are right now. Step up to the Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive, the 750-kilometre car, and you are looking at about $62,000. That is a $17,000 premium over the base Atto 3. For that money, you could buy the Atto 3, a home wall charger, and still have change left over. If upfront cost is the deciding factor, this category is not close. The Atto 3 wins it. Number 7. Range and real-world efficiency. On range, the Tesla does not just win, it embarrasses. 420 kilometres for the Atto 3 against 750 for the Model 3 long range. That is not a small gap. That is 330 kilometres, nearly 80% more range from the Tesla. And even the base Model 3 rear-wheel drive at around 520 kilometres outranges the top-spec Atto 3 by a full 100 kilometres. But here is why that number needs a second look. The Atto 3 achieves its 420 kilometres, carrying a battery of up to 60.5 kilowatt hours. The Model 3 long range squeezes 750 kilometres out of a battery that is only moderately larger. The efficiency figures reveal what is actually happening. The Model 3 uses around 107 watt-hours per kilometre. The Atto 3 uses notably more. The Tesla is simply the most efficient electric car on sale in Australia. It goes further on less battery because it is a lighter, lower, more aerodynamic sedan. So what does this mean in the real world? A Sydney to Melbourne run is roughly 870 kilometres. The Model 3 long range does it with a single charging stop. The Atto 3 will have you stopping twice, possibly 3 times. A weekend trip to the country that is a non-event in the Tesla becomes a route planning exercise in the BYD. And here is the detail that flips the category back. Most Australians do not drive 750 kilometres in a day. Most of us drive 40 to 60 for daily commuting, school runs and city errands. 420 kilometres of range means you plug in once or twice a week and you never think about it. Range anxiety for most buyers is a problem you will never actually have. The Tesla wins this category outright. The only question is whether you need the extra range badly enough to pay for it. 6. Charging speed and infrastructure. A lot of older comparisons will tell you the Tesla charges faster and the Atto 3 is the slow one. That was true in 2025. In 2026, it is no longer true. The rebuilt Atto 3 Evo moved to an 800-volt platform and now accepts up to 220 kilowatts on a DC fast charger. The Model 3 peaks at up to 250 kilowatts on a supercharger. The gap between them has effectively closed. Both cars can take you from a low battery to a usable charge in roughly 20 to 30 minutes. This is no longer a contest decided by the car's hardware. On AC overnight charging, both cars accept 11 kilowatts. Identical. Plug either into a home wall box and they are both full by morning. So the charging speed race is a near tie. What is not a tie is the infrastructure behind it. And this is where Tesla still holds a genuine edge. The supercharger network is the most reliable fast-charging infrastructure in Australia. More locations, higher uptime, and the car's navigation routes you through it automatically, preconditioning the battery as you approach. The Atto 3 relies on the public CCS network, ChargeFox, EV, BP Pulse. That network is improving fast, and the 800-volt platform means the Atto 3 can take advantage of the newest high-power chargers as they roll out. But ask any owner who has done a rural road trip, and they will tell you public charging is still patchy. Chargers offline, chargers derated, no queue system. If you charge at home most of the time, this difference barely matters. The moment you leave your postcode, it matters a lot. Tesla wins this category. On the network, not the hardware. 5. Interior, tech and infotainment. Sit in both and the difference hits you in the first 30 seconds. The Atto 3 cabin is busy in the best way. The 15.6-inch screen rotates between portrait and landscape. There is a separate digital instrument cluster in front of you. There are physical buttons for the essentials. The new Evo adds a genuine front trunk. 101 litres of it, larger than the Model 3's, which the old Atto 3 simply did not have. The cabin is cheerful, colourful, and unapologetically un-Tesla. The Model 3 cabin is clean, minimalist, and after the 2024 facelift, genuinely well finished. The materials are good, the seats are comfortable, but it is sparse. No instrument cluster, no head-up display. Nearly every function, mirrors, wipers, even opening the glove box, lives inside the central screen, and here is where it becomes genuinely frustrating for some buyers. The Model 3 does not support Apple CarPlay or Android Auto at any price. If you have spent years building your navigation history, your podcasts, your messaging habits inside your phone's ecosystem, Tesla asks you to leave all of it behind. Tesla's own software is excellent. The navigation with live supercharger routing is arguably the best in the business. But for a lot of buyers, no CarPlay is a deal breaker. And it is one that does not show up on any spec sheet. The Atto 3 gives you wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, a head-up display on higher trims, and a rotating screen. You are not digging through menus to adjust the fan. The Atto 3 wins this category. Not on polish, the Tesla's software is smoother, but on features, on flexibility, and on everyday usability, the BYD simply gives you more. 4. Performance and driving the numbers first. The base Atto 3 makes 150 kilowatts and hits 100 from a standstill in 7.3 seconds. The base Model 3 rear-wheel drive makes around 208 kilowatts and does it in 6.1. The Tesla is quicker, but here is what the base cars do not tell you. The new Atto 3 Evo adds a performance option with around 330 kilowatts and all-wheel drive, more than double the power of the outgoing car. That transforms the Atto 3 from a sensible runabout into something genuinely quick. The Model 3 performance, for context, makes around 378 kilowatts. The gap at the top is now far smaller than the badge would suggest. Dynamically, the two cars could not be more different. The Model 3 is a low rear-wheel drive sedan, the closest thing the EV world has to a sports saloon. The steering is quick, the chassis is responsive. It corners the way petrol heads remember the old BMW 3 Series cornering. If you enjoy driving, actually enjoy it. The Model 3 is the car that rewards you. The Atto 3 is a front-wheel drive compact SUV. It is taller, softer, and tuned for comfort. The ride absorbs Australian road imperfections without drama. It is easy, relaxed, and effortless in traffic. It is the car you would rather spend 3 hours in on a rough country road. It is not the car you would take to a winding mountain pass for fun. This category is a split, and it depends entirely on what the word driving means to you. The Model 3 is the driver's car. The Atto 3 is the comfort car. 3. Practicality. Hatch versus boot. This is where the spec sheets stop mattering and real life takes over. And it is the one difference that rarely gets talked about because the two cars are not even the same shape. The Model 3 is a sedan. The Atto 3 is a compact SUV with a hatchback tailgate. On paper, the Model 3's boot looks bigger, around 594 litres against the Atto 3's roughly 440. But volume is not the whole story. A sedan boot has a letterbox opening. A hatch lifts the entire rear of the car out of the way. You can fit a bicycle in the back of an Atto 3 with the seats folded in a way you simply cannot in a Model 3. You can load a washing machine, a dog crate, a set of golf clubs without threading them through a narrow aperture. The Model 3 adds a front trunk of around 88 litres, genuinely useful, and the reason Tesla owners smugly pack their charging cables up front. The Atto 3 EVO now answers with a 101-litre frunk of its own, larger than the Tesla's. That one upgrade erases one of Tesla's longest-standing practical advantages. Inside, the Atto 3's higher roof means more headroom and an easier child seat routine. The Model 3's low stance means you duck to get in, but once seated, the cabin is spacious and the rear legroom is excellent for a car this size. This category is a split and a genuinely personal one. If you need a big, easy opening for bulky gear, the Atto 3's hatch wins. If you want the deep, sealed boot of a proper sedan and do not carry awkward loads, the Model 3 is fine. 2. Warranty, servicing and ownership. The price on the window sticker is the first number that matters. The numbers that come after are the ones that decide whether you made a smart buy or an expensive one. The Atto 3 comes with a 6-year, 150,000 kilometre vehicle warranty, and the high voltage battery is covered for 8 years or 160,000 kilometres. Servicing runs on fixed intervals with capped pricing. The Model 3 carries a 5-year, unlimited kilometre vehicle warranty with the battery covered for 8 years or 160,000 kilometres, identical to BYD on the battery. Tesla's unlimited kilometre provision is genuinely valuable if you're a high-mileage driver, and the 5-year term is shorter on paper. But there is no fixed servicing schedule and no capped price program. Tesla services on condition, which some owners love and others find uncertain. BYD wins on warranty length. Tesla wins on the unlimited kilometre clause for heavy drivers. Call that one a draw. Then there is resale. The Model 3 has been on sale in Australia for years. The used market is deep and liquid. Buyers know roughly what a 3-year-old Model 3 is worth. The Atto 3 has been here for a while too, but the EVO is brand new, and BYD's resale values are still establishing themselves. The brand's growing market share points the right way, but the data is not yet settled. This category is a draw. The Atto 3 for warranty and servicing predictability. The Model 3 for resale certainty, keep the car 5 to 8 years, and BYD's warranty matters more. Sell it in 3, and Tesla's established market matters more. 1. The one that actually matters. Before we get to it, quick favor. If this breakdown is helping you, tap like and subscribe, because this last point is the one that genuinely changes the decision. It is not range. It is not price. It is not even charging speed. The single most important difference between the Atto 3 and the Model 3 in 2026 is what each car says about what you actually want from an electric car. The Tesla Model 3 is a statement of intent. It is the car you buy when you want the maximum possible range, the best charging network, the sharpest software, and the most efficient drivetrain on sale today. It asks you to accept a minimalist cabin, no phone mirroring, and a higher price as the cost of entry. And for hundreds of thousands of buyers around the world, that trade is worth it every single day. The BYD Atto 3 is a statement of value. It is the car you buy when you want 90% of the everyday EV experience for tens of thousands of dollars less, with a longer warranty, a more conventional interior, and, after the 2026 rebuild, charging hardware that no longer gives Tesla bragging rights. It asks you to accept less range and a less polished charging network as the trade-off for keeping that extra money in your pocket. Here is what makes this comparison so remarkable. In 2026, these two cars are no longer fighting the same battle. Tesla is defending its lead on range and infrastructure. BYD is attacking on price and feature count. And the gap between them is closing from both directions at once. If you want the maximum possible range and the most refined ownership experience, and you can live without CarPlay and a hatchback, buy the Model 3. You will not regret it. If you want the smarter financial decision, a more practical body shape, and a longer warranty, and you can accept a shorter range, buy the Atto 3. You will not regret it either. There is no wrong answer here. There is only the answer that fits your priorities. If you got something out of this, hit subscribe. Every week on Global EV Expert, we break down the electric cars that matter, not with marketing spin, not with manufacturer talking points, but with the numbers that actually affect your wallet and your driveway. Drop a comment below. Are you taking the Atto 3 or the Model 3? And if neither, what are you waiting for? I want to hear it.